American Mina, who works in a pet store in Ireland, is grieving the loss of her mother, who passed away from an accident she caused when she was a young child. She also grew distant from her twin sister during this time. Her employer assigns her the task of delivering a priceless bird, which she names Darwin. Mina's car breaks down as she is entering a large forest, leaving her car there. When she returns from her exploration, the car is gone. A little later, she sees an elderly woman observing her. She encounters strange sounds in the forest and follows Madeline, the elderly woman, to a bunker-like structure. Mina first encounters Sierra and Daniel, the other two bunker inhabitants, when she enters the structure known as the co-op. Madeline tells them that the group is watched over every night through the coop's mirror glass by a strange group known as the Watchers. When Mina tries to escape the forest the following day, she discovers that there is no way out. Madeline lays out the guidelines, the burrows, a system of tunnels around the forest that the Watchers live in during the day, are off limits to them. They must never enter, and they kill anyone outside the coop at night. After learning that Sierra and Daniel have been stuck in the forest for several months without seeing a Watcher, Mina becomes close to them. Sierra says that her husband John went to the coop a few days ago to get assistance but hasn't come back. Madeline and Mina are at odds because Madeline strongly adheres to the rules and seems content to follow the Watcher's orders. After exploring the underground space and finding a few things, such as an old bike and a camcorder, Mina and Daniel run away when Mina sees a Watcher burn itself in the sun. To establish their legitimacy, the group decides to record a Watcher on camera. Madeline says that John is a Watcher and won't let him in even though he seems to be at the co-op. John seems to be attacked after not being able to prove his identity to Sierra. The group is startled when the Watchers shatter a portion of the mirror glass. To placate the Watchers, Madeline takes the objects back to the burrow the following day. Winter arrives after a few months. As things get worse, the group finds it difficult to deal with and starts to turn against one another. Daniel kicks Mina and Madeline out of the coop at night after an argument, forcing them to find safety in the forest. They see the Watchers, humanoid creatures that mimic the people living in the coop, become enraged when Madeline and Mina disappear. Once inside the coop, the two are able to communicate with Madeline, who reveals that the Watchers is a race of extinct creatures known as changelings or fairies who are trying to learn how to mimic humans. Enraged by Mina's constant disobedience to the rules, the Watchers attempt to enter the co-op. The group finds a secret entrance beneath the coop and takes cover there. Another bunker with supplies and a computer is located beneath the co-op. A professor who founded the coop has posted video diaries on the computer. After learning about the Watchers and deciding to study them, he quickly realized that they were more adept at mimicking him than he had thought. After he caught one, he developed a bond with it. In his final video journal, the hopeless professor describes how to get out of the forest and then asks for his academic records to be destroyed. He is then last seen making his way back to the coop in order to murder the Watcher and then himself. When the group emerges from the underground bunker the following day, they find the coop has been looted. With no other option, the group follows the professor's advice to flee, and as night falls, with Darwin's assistance, they arrive at a river and boat. When Daniel comes across a Watcher impersonating John, he is duped into lending a hand. Daniel is killed by the Watchers while the others flee. Mina, Madeline, and Sierra succeed in leaving the forest and making their way to civilization. A few days later, Mina goes to destroy the notes at the professor's university. Mina discovers that the Watchers were driven underground and sealed in during a war that once saw them coexist peacefully with humans. She also discovers that there are hybrids, half human, half Watcher, who are able to travel the world during the day. When Mina pays Sierra a visit, she brings her a set of pictures she discovered in the office, which reveal that Madeline was the professor's wife, having passed away prior to him entering the forest. Madeline is the Watcher that the professor was able to apprehend in the bunker, and Mina recognizes this. Just as the Sierra Mina was speaking with turns out to be Madeline, the real Sierra shows up at the house. Before knocking Sierra out cold and attacking Mina, Madeline transforms into the forms of Sierra, Madeline, John, and Daniel. Madeline says she wants to be like Mina and that she has always wanted to get out of the forest. After realizing that Madeline is a half-human, half-watcher hybrid, Mina is able to calm Madeline down and help her let go of her grief and her resentment of people. Madeline changes into her actual form as a watcher and walks away. Mina has since made amends with her sister and moved past her personal loss. Meanwhile, Madeline watches over Mina while pretending to be a child.